Very good morning students. Welcome to online learning program of Alchemy School. Students, we are learning science of class 8 chapter number 5 coal and petroleum. Till now in this chapter we have seen what is the coal and what is the unique property of the coal, how the coal is formed, and when we used to process the coal in the industries, then what are the products formed from the coal. Coal is forming three type of products. One is coke, coal tar and coal gas, where I have told you in the last class what are the unique features of coke and where it is used. Today we will learn about the coal tar. So students, coal tar is a black thick liquid. It is having unpleasant smell and it is a mixture of 200 substances where it is very useful in many products. You might have seen, students, coal tar is also used in the manufacturing of the road, where you might have seen the black color liquid. So this particular product is used in many things. It is a black thick liquid. It is having unpleasant smell and it is forming the mixture of 200 substances. For example, it is used in synthetic dyes. You might have seen that some people are using artificial. Synthetic means artificial, which is made up of chemicals. It is used for dyeing in the sense coloring on some product. So to give the artificial color, to give the artificial dye, it is used as a dyeing product, and it is used in the drugs also, like for example in some medicines also as a chemical during the chemical reaction. It is used in an explosive also. It is used in the bombs also. It is used in the firecrackers also. That is called explosive materials. Explosive means the materials which used to blast. So it is used in explosive materials also. Coal tar is used in perfumes also. It is used in making different types of plastics also, and coal tar is also used to make the paints which you are coloring on the walls of your houses and the gates. It is used in the synthetic paints also. Coal tar is also used in a photographic material. You might have seen in the ancient time when the photography has been clicked, there was a negative form. Negative means a copy by which you can take the photograph again. So it is used in the glossy material of the photograph also, and it is used in roofing. Roofing in the sense the covering of the ceiling or the covering of your terrace or the roof is also used. It is also used in roofing material. And the last use is the coal tar is also used in naphthalene balls. Student, naphthalene balls you might have seen in your houses. It is a round colorful balls, and somewhere it is available like white shiny balls which your parents are putting it into the cupboard or in the bookshelf as a insect repellent. So when you will put these balls, they are having a particular smell. They are called naphthalene balls. When you will put these naphthalene balls in the clothes, then the insect will not attack on your clothes. So you might have observed this in your house. It is also used in the wash basins also for a pleasant smell and used as an insect repellent. Now the student, the third product which we obtain from the coal is coal gas. Coal gas is obtained. See, when we are collecting coal and coal is sent into the industry, then from the coal we are processing and taking out three different products. One is coke, coal tar and coal gas. So when we are making coke, when we are obtaining coke from the coal, so during the formation of coke, the coal gas is also released. And that coal gas we used to collect it, and that coal gas is also used in some of the industries in the nearby areas where the coal is getting processed. Because it is a gas, so we can use it in the nearby areas also. So because it can be stored for the short period of time. Now this second natural resource is, this was all about the coal. Now the second natural resource is petroleum. Students, you are using petrol in your vehicles, you are using diesel in your vehicles. These petrol, diesels, you are using Vaseline, jelly, you are using the candle wax. These all liquids are obtained from which natural product? These all things are obtained from a single natural product, that is called petroleum. So petroleum is a very useful natural resource, but it is an exhaustible natural resource. So what happens, petroleum is a thick liquid. Petroleum. I will tell you some unique properties of petroleum. Petroleum is a dark oily liquid. It is also, petroleum is a dark oily liquid. It is also having an unpleasant smell or unpleasant odor, and it is a mixture of various components. So it is a mixture of various components because it is giving you many things like we used to get the gases, we used to get petrol, we used to get diesel, we also used to get some lubricating oil, we are getting paraffin wax. These are the materials by which, these are the materials which are obtained from the petroleum. So petroleum is a only single natural product by which has been processed into the industry, and it gives us so many natural products like petrol, diesel, paraffin wax, petroleum jelly, all these products. So first of all, before reaching to the products, how it is extracted, we will find out how the petroleum is formed. Petroleum liquid is formed into the water bodies, that is into sea, with the help of living organism. Students, I have told you coal is formed with the vegetation. When the plants and the trees are buried deep into the soil, then the coal is formed. That's why coal is called fossil fuel, because it is formed from the vegetation. Same way, petroleum is formed from the dead and decaying living organisms which are present into the water body, like into the sea, into the oceans. The animals which will die, they will be buried underground or at the lowest level of the sea or the lowest level of the water bodies. Slowly and gradually these dead bodies of the animals which will be buried down, the layer of the sand, layer of the soil start depositing on them. So just like coal, the living body of these organisms, when they will die, it will start getting buried deeper and deeper and deeper into the oceans, into the layer of the earth one by one. And a time comes when these dead bodies are pressed with a very high pressure and very high temperature and in the absence of oxygen. So the reaction which is taking place with these buried bodies into the layers of the land in the water bodies, these reactions are taking place in the absence of oxygen, because the upper layer of the land or the upper layer of the substratum is having the presence of only water, which is not in contact with the air. So this reaction is happening in the absence of air. And because it is getting buried deeper and deeper into the layer by layer into the soil, so it is getting high pressure also. And as it is going down into the soil, it is getting high temperature also. So under these three conditions, the bodies, the dead bodies of the organisms are suffering or are experiencing a particular reaction. And when the reaction ended up, and when this process goes down, then only the carbon content or the liquid material or a mixture of liquid will remain at the end, which will be called as petroleum. So what will happen, students? This liquid, the petroleum liquid, when it will be formed, you all know that when we put liquid into the water, then the layer of the liquid will come on the top and the layer of the water will go at the bottom. So same way, petroleum is also a thick liquid, which I told you just now. So when the petroleum is formed by burying the bodies of the organisms deep into the soil, when the petroleum is formed, because it is a thick liquid, so the layer of petroleum comes above the layer of water. So in this way, very easily the layer of petroleum gets separated, and the above the layer of the land or the layer of the rocks deep into the soil. And very easily, with the help of our technologies, with the help of our machineries which we put into the sea, which we put into the water bodies, we easily able to collect the petroleum liquid. So this process happens like that. If this is a reservoir rocks, this is a condition under the sea or under the water bodies. So these are the rocks. The petroleum which is formed near the rocks and all as a oil, there is a water in between. So petroleum will come as a separate layer, as a oily layer above the water. And during the formation of the petroleum, there are some important gases also which are formed, and gases are again lighter than oil also, and gases are lighter than water also. So gas will come as a top layer and it will be collected, then oil layer of the petroleum will be collected, and then there will be the water at the end. So very easily we used to put our technologies or the machineries inside in the form of different tubes, and from here we collect the gas separately, and from here we used to collect the oil separately, and both will go in a different container. So in this way, during the collection of the process, during the collection of the petroleum oil, we are also getting a particular natural gas, and both are making a separate layer into the soil after into the water after the formation. That's why it is very easy for us with our technologies to collect the petroleum oil separately and to collect the gas separately. Now this petroleum oil which is separated, this petroleum crude oil, crude means raw means which is just now collected in from the nature, which is having impurities also, which is having the mixture of many products also. So in this way the petroleum is collected and it will be sent into the industry for the processing. And when the processing will be done, we used to observe that the petroleum is giving many useful products. Right? So when we used to send petroleum into the industry, these products which are separated from the petroleum by the process of fractional distillation. So in my next class, I will explain it to you what is fractional distillation and how with the help of fractional distillation each and every component of the petroleum is separated. Till then, you will write the unique features of coal tar, coke, and you will write the story of the formation of petroleum. Thank you. Stay safe and stay at home.